Hello, everyone. It is the Canadian Futures Trader here. It is currently Sunday, December 20th, 2020. So if you've been watching, I've been doing daily update videos. I'm currently in the OneUp Trader 100K evaluation and TopStep Trader 150K evaluation. So since today is Sunday, it is the holiday week coming up the next 2 weeks. The markets will be closed on Fridays this coming week because of Christmas, the week after, obviously, New Year's. So, one thing I like to do, again, hopefully this video is of some help to people. Again, I'm not selling anything, just really putting it out there. If anything, I already do all of this work, so I thought, you know what, well, why not share it? Maybe it will help somebody who's trying to either get through the combines or thinking about doing them, and kind of how I think about it, and maybe that will help you, or maybe it won't. So OneUp Trader, I'm going to show you both of them, but let's start with OneUp Trader. I'm in the 100K evaluation, so I've already made I'm rounding. I've made 1,000. I'm at like 970 or something like that. So I've already got 1,000. So the goal is to make $6,000 in 15 days. So I've still got 12 days left, and I've already made 1,000. So right here, 3 days complete, 12 left minimum. You can trade more than the total of 15, and I have 5,000 left. So this is very basic, obviously, but I just kind of planned it out. This is a short week, so my plan for this week is to get to 2,500. So to basically go from being up 1,000 up 2,500, make $1,500. Doesn't sound too bad. Another reason for doing this is when you can break it into kind of manageable chunks, it seems a lot more doable. Making $1,500 this week, going from 1,000 to 2,500, doesn't seem too bad. But when you think about, oh, I need to make another $5,000, that's like, oh wow, like I better make some big trades. But no, realistically, only need to make $1,500 this week. This plan keeps me exactly on track to pass in 15 days. Plan for the following week, same thing. Make another $1,500 days. So December 24th will be this Thursday. Markets are closed on the 25th. That will be the end of day 7. The plan for the following week, then we will reevaluate, of course, at the end of the week. But if things say I went according to plan exactly, I'll be at 2,500 in profit. The plan the next week is to get to 4,000, so another 1,500. That'll get me up to day 11. And that leaves me with days 12, 13, 14, 15. So 4 days left. And basically my plan is to then go from 4,000 to 6,000. So make 2,000 this week. Keep in mind I do have 5 days to do it. And again, that's to pass exactly in 15 days. If it took 16 days, 20 days, does not matter. Would not be a big deal in the grand scheme of things. So that said, that is the rough plan for OneUp Trader. Okay, now that I'm zoomed in, so this is TopStep Trader, and this is kind of what my plan is. It's a little bit more complex just because I'm down currently basically $2,000 if we're rounding. I'm at 148, 100, I think. So I have this scheduled over 4 weeks. Now, even though I'm in step 2, you only need to trade 10 days minimum, and I've already completed 2 days. Realistically, though, I don't see myself passing in 10 days. So what I've done is I've broken it out. This is the game plan to pass before my account renews for the next month. So I'm giving myself the full allotment of days, basically. It works out that January 15th is a Friday right here, and my account renews on the 18th is when I started. So I actually started on the 17th, but they typically don't bill you for a day or two later. So basically, if I can finish by that Friday, January 15th, more than happy. Totally fine with that. I've kind of dug myself a hole. So what I've done is I've laid out a plan week by week. Now, of course, if I do better in this, fantastic. But the main priority this week is to dig myself out of the hole. So I put negative. So I'm doing everything relative to the 150. So first thing, let's get ourselves out of the hole. Monday, so we're currently down 2,000. Let's try to finish Monday only down 1,500. Tuesday only down 1,000. Wednesday down 500. Thursday, Christmas Eve, let's be back to 150. I would much rather dig myself out of this hole than pay for another reset, start the 10 days again, etc. Like just a few days of work, I can hopefully get myself out of this hole. I think it's a good exercise as well because it's, there's going to be times in real life trading over the next several years, if you plan to make a career this, where you're going to be down and you're going to have to, every day isn't going to be a winner. So that is the plan. Step 1, get back to 150K. Then the week ending December 31st. make 500 bucks a day. Again, there's no trading on Friday this week, New Year's Eve, or sorry, New Year's Day. So make $500 a day. I'll be trading step two, $500 a day, 3 contracts is what I'm allowed. Now, once I get into this range, they start upping the number of contracts. I think once you pass 1,500, you can trade 4 contracts. Once you pass 2,000 in profit, you can trade 5 contracts. I'm just going to say, let's trade 3 contracts and get ourselves up to 2,000 in profit. Go through New Year's. Welcome to 2021. The weekend in January 8th, we're going to step it up a bit. Since we're allowed to trade 5 contracts, I'm going to trade the 5 contracts. This is my plan. Goal is $700 a day. If anything, this is a slightly less aggressive plan than this, because while it's more dollar-wise, I plan on trading more contracts. So dollars per contract, it's slightly less. We'll trade the full week, and that's the goal, is to get to 5,500. Final week, plan is based on, actually I put $800 a day here. It's actually $700 a day is what I ended up doing. I'm sticking with 5 contracts. At this point, I think right about here is where I get up to a total of 50. I could trade the entire clip, 15 contracts. The goal is to not do that and just to pass trading with just 5 contracts. The question is, why bother to do 150K combine where they're giving you 150 or 15 contracts to trade with over a certain level if you're not even going to use them? That is a very valid point, and quite honestly, if I was to redo this, I don't know that I would do 150K combine again. I would probably just stick with the 50K, where the maximum is 5 contracts. I don't see myself, even assuming I pass and got funded account, I don't see myself unloading on 15 contracts, hopefully ever. Things move very, very quickly. I mentioned one of my other videos, I trade the bonds. When you trade the Ultra Bond, every tick per contract is, I'm going to use very round numbers here, $30. So if you trade 15 contracts, every tick is $450. So you could seriously go from here to here, trading 15 contracts, and just a 6-tick move. But if it moves against you, you are going to dig yourself a very quick hole, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid the big negative swings, and let's just work on chipping up the positive swings. So that's my plan. Quick video plan for this week. So I'll probably maybe revisit this at the end of the week, next weekend, Christmas weekend, and see where we're at, and then reevaluate again. So that's kind of my process as to how I approach this. Try to be a little bit methodical. Again, breaking it down sort of week by week, it's like, okay, the goal this week is just to get back to 150. Don't worry about the 9,000. Don't worry about the fact that I technically need to make 11,000 from here to the finish line. No, just get back to 150. And then similarly with OneUp, the goal this week, it's kind of goofed up here, so I was playing with the columns. The goal, just make $1,500 this week. That's it. And I'll be well on my way. You know, let's just chip away at this. Let's stay on the positive side of green. So there you go, guys. That is it. And I will post the daily update videos, good or bad, every single day as well for my accounts.